This week on the Pattern Filter, we're looking at 5 powerful shifts changing how people live, work, and spend right now. Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant idea. Inflation is rewriting family habits. The internet's biggest platforms are breaking apart. The meaning of work is evolving, and an entire generation is quietly taking charge of culture. Let's start with the hidden cost of artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere now. It writes emails, drives recommendations, answers customer service chats, even helps doctors and teachers. But behind every smart feature is a massive engine of data centers, servers, and electricity. That invisible infrastructure is expensive, and the bill doesn't stay with Silicon Valley. It trickles down to everyone else. Reports this week from Vox and The Verge show that Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are adding enough data center capacity to power a small country. Utilities are already warning of strain on local grids. When cloud storage prices rise or a favorite app adds an AI fee, that's part of the same story. The AI revolution is real, but it runs on energy, and energy costs money. So far, the pattern is clear. Companies feel competitive pressure to add AI to everything. Infrastructure costs keep rising. Consumers expect automation as a default. It's a feedback loop that feeds itself. The more features we get, the more the system costs to run. Where does it go from here? If current trends hold, AI could become a permanent line item on every household budget, like internet or streaming. If pushback grows, people might start canceling AI extras the way they cut unused subscriptions. And if regulators step in, energy rules could reshape the whole economics of digital life. The winners, at least for now, are chip makers and tech giants. The rest of us are footing a share of the bill. AI's true price isn't just in dollars, it's in trust. Now let's talk about how households are adjusting to the broader economy. Inflation might be cooling in the data, but daily life still feels expensive. Families are improvising. Restaurants say parents with kids are spending more, while singles are pulling back. Retailers are offering bundle deals and complete holiday meals to keep shoppers coming. People aren't just cutting back, they're hacking the system to make it work. Financial fatigue, social reframing, and time pressure are shaping this new behavior. After years of price shocks, no one is waiting for things to go back to normal. They're building new normals of their own. Frugality isn't shameful anymore, it's a smart flex. Dual income households are buying time instead of luxuries, paying extra for convenience because hours matter more than discounts. If this continues, we'll see an adaptation economy, where products and services sell the feeling of balance, not indulgence. If rates drop and wages rise, spending could rebound in a burst of relief. If not, downsizing may become a permanent middle class lifestyle. Across incomes and generations, the language of money is changing. People aren't asking, what can I afford? They're asking, yeah, what's worth my time? In this new economy, flexibility has become the true form of wealth. Now, onto the social media shakeup. The digital town square that defined the last decade is splintering. Twitter's rebrand chaos, TikTok's political limbo, and new platforms like Blue Sky or Threads are reshuffling where communities gather. Creators are spreading out across YouTube, newsletters, and Discord, looking for spaces that feel stable and human. Audiences are tired of perfection. They crave connection over performance. It's why smaller communities and independent voices are regaining trust. The algorithm era rewarded outrage. The new era rewards authenticity. Advertising dollars are following this shift. Engagement for its own sake is losing value. Brands and creators are realizing that loyalty and trust now matter more than reach. Think of it as the slow return to small town internet life where you know who's speaking and why. From here, we could see 3 paths. Social media might fragment completely into thousands of niche spaces. It might consolidate again under new AI driven discovery systems, or it might evolve into hybrid platforms that mix public feeds with private communities. Older generations may see this as the loss of a common public square. Younger users see it as a long overdue reset. Either way, we're entering an age of intentional connection where smaller, truer networks matter more than endless noise. Let's shift to the workplace. AI is reshaping jobs in uneven ways. Executives and engineers are thriving, while entry level employees feel left behind. Business Insider reports that nearly 90% of executives use AI at work, compared with only about a quarter of employees. That's not just a skills gap, it's a power gap. Companies are rewarding AI fluency with high pay and stock bonuses. Others are tightening budgets and cutting roles that can be automated. At the same time, workers across industries, from coffee shops to auto plants, are organizing strikes and pushing back. It's a tug of war between efficiency and equity. Technology, economics, and exhaustion are the three main forces behind it. Tools are moving faster than people can learn them. High skill productivity is soaring while lower skill opportunity shrinks. And after years of constant change, many employees are simply tired. The next few years will decide whether AI becomes a shared advantage or a corporate moat. If training catches up, we might see a new class of human machine collaborators. If not, expect more frustration, more turnover, and more pressure on policymakers to intervene. For now, adaptability is the real job security. The winners will be those who can shift between human intuition and digital fluency, the people who can use the tools without being used by them. Finally, let's talk about Gen Z's cultural coup. This generation isn't just setting trends, they're redefining what success looks like. They grew up watching institutions wobble, from financial systems to social platforms, and they learned to value independence, authenticity, and practicality. They're investing in vintage watches and used designer pieces, not for status, but as assets. They expect brands to have values, not slogans. They treat side hustles and multiple income streams as normal, not ambitious. And when they protest, they turn it into culture, using humor, irony, and aesthetics to make their point. Information fluency, economic realism, and moral branding define their mindset. They check everything, doubt everything, and only believe what earns their trust. If current patterns continue, Gen Z will shape design, language, and politics for years. If moral fatigue sets in, they might retreat into nostalgia and irony, but even then, their influence will remain. They've already changed what authenticity means. Older generations might see their skepticism as cynicism. Millennials find it inspiring and a bit intimidating. Brands find it challenging, but Gen Z sees it as common sense. They've mastered cultural leverage, how to turn attention into impact without selling out. In a noisy world, their clarity is leadership. Put it all together, and a bigger picture emerges. We're living through an era of adaptation. AI is raising the cost of convenience. Households are reinventing how to live within limits. Social media is trading scale for sincerity. Work is being rewritten by automation. And a new generation is quietly setting the tone for what honesty and value look like. Progress today isn't a straight line, it's a series of pivots, millions of small, everyday adjustments that add up to a cultural reset. That's not chaos, it's evolution. This is the pattern filter, where we track the signals that shape how the world actually feels. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.